Okay, I hope you're up for a review today. We are going to be looking at all my colored pencils. Now this is just in the back of a book I got from Michael's yesterday. I put my clear plastic sheet in so that I don't dent into the page behind. And we are going to just start comparing some of these pencils. These are the Colorolio Exemplar. And I got these in a few days ago. They actually came in this lovely tin, and because it was not packed well, several of my pencils are broken. And I got these during a flash sale on Amazon, and so they were only $10.60. Because of the colors in here and only having one purple out of the whole thing, and because of the condition of the pencils and everything, I would not recommend these to anybody. Okay, but we are still going to do a review on them. So, in fact, I haven't even really used these yet. When I'm coloring, I do ovals or circles. I do the color over and over, and then I will fade it out lighter. Alright, then I come in with my next color, and I'm going to come in with ovals, and I will do several layers. There's tooth in the paper, we're trying to cover that up, and then I'm going to come over and I'm going to get lighter. With a good pencil, you can blend these colors even with them being that drastic. The trick is the circular motion of the pencil and getting lighter as you come over, and then coming back with that first color and blending the whole thing. And I am still doing ovals, you just can't tell it as much. So how hard am I going to have to work at blending this? Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm still not overly impressed. Okay, they also have no names or no numbers on them, so I just used up some stickers and then made those coordinate with what's on here. So that is that little pencil. Yeah, not real happy with those. Would not recommend those for anybody. So that is our first review. Let's go to the ones I got yesterday. These came in the mail. And I always look to see what kind of purples they have, because for some reason people can't include purples. Now there's only 2 in here, but I can put a little bit of blue over the top of that second purple and make it deeper. These are, I believe, an oil base. So they also were not numbered, but I got a little smarter and sat down and used my label maker and made little labels for all of them, and then put tape around it to hold them. So again, I'm coming in with the lighter green, and I've picked green on this because red seems to mix really easy. Green is not as soft with most pencils, so it's a little more difficult. So I figured that that would just be a more true review. Now coming in with the darker one. And I will say this pencil, I'll show you the carrier that these came in. It's a nice little carrier, but the tops of several of the pencils were broken, and I have one that I have sharpened, and it's like half the size of the rest, and so I'm pretty sure the lead is busted all the way through, which did not make me real happy. But I'm seeing here that these pencils, do you see how that's blending so much easier? So that was a whole lot easier. The carrier that these came in is right here. And some people may like this, and that's fine. But I mean, you can see the color here along the edge from where all the pencils just get jabbed into it when you roll it up. So to me, that is not the carrier I want. So I will probably end up giving that away. I'm not real sure yet. But so anyway, so for these pencils, good job. And I will show you where these are kept in a little bit. So yes, I would recommend those. Let's go to Prismacolor. Big name. Almost everybody knows them. They are a wax base. I don't have problems with a lot of buildup. Some people say they get a smoky or milky look if they put too much of that on there. I don't really have that problem, and I'm pretty heavy-handed, excuse me, with my colored pencils, so it does surprise me that I don't. Now, can you see how those are already blending? And Prismacolor also makes a colorless blender that you can come back and use, but as you can see, I don't even need it. So Prismacolor Premiers. Now these are Premiers, so they're the soft lead. And you can see they come in a huge array of colors. I have all of them. And just watch for deals. Don't jump at the first one. Let's compare Crayola. It's a pencil that's out there. It's like 97 cents a box for a basic 12-pack. You can hear it's just a regular water-soluble pencil, not a watercolor. There is a difference. Okay. Just means it's a regular pencil, like your number 2 writing pencil is a regular pencil, a regular graphite. But do you see how they're blending? A lot of this, y'all, it just depends on how much time you want to take. These actually blended better than that very first one that I got the other day in the broken up tin. So there's nothing wrong with your Crayola pencils. Just learn to use them. I do not have a color ring for them though, because they are not generally my go-to pencil. Now my Marco Raffines, I got a backup box of these the other day. I got my first box of 72 count for $23.69, and then I got this box the other day because it was on sale for $9.99 for a 36 count. Now I will tell you, these are Marco. They're put out by Raffine, but sometimes you will see them under other names. This EIALA is the exact same thing. And they come in this box. It's not too sturdy, it's just cardboard. So I ended up putting those into something else. Let me show you. I like the Marcos. They are my go-to pencil. Now I have heard that they are oil base. I have heard that they're a water base, like a regular number 2 pencil. I keep mine in this. I bought this Tran pencil case for $26.45. And I love it. This is my go-to pencils for when I travel. So that's where those are kept instead of the box. Let's see how Marco compares. And theirs all have numbers on them, so that made that easy also. So here's the Marco. It goes on pretty creamy to me. And then I come back with this one and blend. And again, I tell my ladies over on the coloring book, keep it clean site on Facebook all the time. You know, 5 layers is better than 1 or 2. There is a lot of tooth in that paper, and it's going to take a while to push the pencil lead down in there. You don't want to try to smush it in all at once. You'll damage the fibers on the paper, and it's not good for your pencils. Now look how easy that blended. So yeah, I would recommend those to any and everybody. Now my last ones are my Faber-Castells, and I got some of these in open stock over at our fine arts store. There's one in Richardson and one in Plano, and they're a nice pencil. They are an oil base. They came in a tin when I bought my initial set from Jerry's Artorama. And I think it was like $60. So, and it was only, I think I got a 36 count. They're not cheap. They're not cheap by any means, but this is so creamy. So I just sit there working with that light green because it just feels good. It feels nice and creamy. And this is my #1 go-to pencil. They are smooth. I don't have a lot of breakage with the leads. And do you see how they're just blending? So I do like these. I like the bright, vivid colors of those. And so anyway, let me show you now where I keep all these. So I'm going to pause so I don't make you dizzy. Okay, this is my rolling cart from IKEA. When they first came out, they were like $30-something. I think I paid $29 for it. The bottom is just a few extra little supplies and stuff, holding area. Here I've got my books, and a lot of these books have been donated to me to do reviews on because I am the creator and main moderator for the coloring book site on Facebook. This is where I keep the Crayola pencils. I like to have those around in case my great nieces and nephews come to visit. They get to use those. Now, my gel pens, I know we didn't even talk about pens. These are Super Doodles, and they, to me, are the #1 gel pen. I've never had leakage or anything. These are the Polychromos that we spoke of that I got at Jerry's Artorama. I love them. They're separate, so I can pull them out and set them in the chair with me. Now, this is something I made, and it's PVC pipe, and you can actually get the directions for this on YouTube. A lady did it, and there's foam core through each layer to build each layer up a little bit. The only thing is, I wish I had put more layers in there so that these would have been vaulted even more. But so my Polychromos are all in this section, and you can see it's all labeled down here with label tape. Then there's the ones I bought the other day because right now they're open stock for $1 something at Michael's. Then if you come on around, there's just some extra supplies. And then here's my Sela that I just got the other day. And then these are the ones that I said I would not recommend, the Corollas. So they're there. And then we're back to Prismacolors. I have some loose markers in the middle. I don't use them much, but they're there. While we're talking about markers, I just got these in the mail a couple days ago. I went ahead and ordered some markers because markers are one thing I do not have a lot of. And so I ordered those. I'm sorry, I'm trying to put you back in the holder. And these were on a flash sale. And they were, I'm trying to look, I feel like I wrote these down. Yes, $10 for the whole set. So I figured flash sale, how could I go wrong? And it came in this case and everything. The colors don't look too bad. There's at least 2 purples. So I do find that they're hard to get the caps off, but that's good because it should mean that they're going to be a little more airtight. Some of the caps are not as tight and almost fall off. That's a good one. So I'm still experimenting with these. So I've not even opened them all yet. I have not even made my color swatches yet, which is something I will do. But I hope this has helped all of you to see that there are a lot of choices out there. There are tons of pencils. And yes, I'm finished buying pencils for a while. I do have a set of, there's a pencil that has 4 different colors of